Hello and welcome to Bitesize Billing. I'm here with Kevin O'Brien to talk about how a billing platform and supplier can add value to your business. How are you, Kevin?
Very well, thank you, Greg.
Good. Ready to talk about all things billing?
Yeah, let's get on with it.
Fantastic. Well, we'll start with a big subject and talk about, as you know, labour costs, supply chain costs have been increasing exponentially over the last few years. So my first question is, how can a reseller sort of mitigate against these rising costs?
Well, you're very correct, Greg. I mean, we've experienced unprecedented circumstances over the past 2 years where cost pressures have been coming at businesses in the channel from every direction, whether it be the carrier increasing the pricing, the major infrastructure players, or whether it's been a domino impact from general consumer price increases onto labour costs. So SMBs and the resellers in the channel really feeling the squeeze at the moment. So what can they do about it? Well, there's quite a lot of different things that they can do and different levers they can pull. Really, the main one is making sure that they're not leaving any cost or cash on the table. So what does that mean in terms of billing? Well, it means having very secure and robust billing processes. It means making sure your data is 100% cleansed. It means reconciling. It means making sure that you're not leaving behind any services or products you're providing to the end customer, making sure you are charging them onto them. I think that's very important because otherwise that cost pressure will really pinch. On top of that, you've got to look at your supplier costs as well in this environment. You've got to be thinking, are you harnessing the ability of your wholesaler and any other supplier to get the economies of scale and really provide you with the commercials that are going to grow your business and achieve your ambitions? And then on top of that, you've got to look at price increases. I mean, I know it's a tricky world to navigate and people are a little hesitant around pushing prices onto customers. But if we don't do that, the pinch is going to be heard and hit really far in the channel. And what we don't want is growth of the channel to be disrupted. We don't want innovation to be stopped. We want fair value being shared around. So pushing on price increases to your partners and your customers makes sense. It's about increasing that value for your business, protecting from future shocks as well, but also making sure that you can innovate and adapt as the channel will change, and it will change over the next few years.
Yeah, well, leading on from that, at that juncture then, of course, billing is at the forefront of balancing the books. So can you talk to me about how your solutions are helping in that front?
Sure. So we're well established in the channel. I mean, we've got decades of billing experience. We've seen all sorts of complexity and change through the decades. What we can do is provide to our partners and our resellers and anyone in the channel, ultimately, a great service of expertise around how they can navigate these tricky scenarios and experiences that we're currently in, and then come out the other side as a stronger overall channel that's really growing and really pushing the UK economy on. So what I would say to anyone is come and talk to us, come and engage with us, use our expertise. We know, we've seen everything in this channel. We can help you with any scenario. And what we can do is we can make sure that your data is cleansed. We can make sure that you are reconciling your supplier costs and your CDRs and SDRs. We can make sure that you're pushing on the correct charges to your end customers. There's loads of examples I've got where people are either not billing or incorrectly billing, and both are damaging impacts on your business. If you're not billing, you're obviously losing value and you're getting the cost for it, so that's cash just straight out the door. And if you're billing incorrectly, the reputational damage on top of what you're losing out is going to impact your business and prevent you from growing. So come and talk to us. We've got a great RPI consultancy service, which can take away the pain of putting price increases through. They are tricky. You've got to get the right strategy for your business. It's very customized, but we can do that for you. We can work with you, take away the man hours for it, let us do that for you, and then you'll be flying.
So what specifically can resellers be doing to help boost their profits?
Well, the main examples where resellers struggle with is making sure that the reconciliation is right. So it's reconciling their charges out with their costs coming in. Now, that might sound pretty obvious, but in the mix of business and everything else going on, it can be a thing that is missed. And what that means is you're ultimately going to be paying for services from your carriers and suppliers that you're not passing on to your partners and your end users. Now, we can help you. We've got tools and software that can help. We've got people in teams that can help. If you're finding billing is a struggle, we can take that billing service in the house and utilize our bureau service. Now, we've got guys and girls that have got decades of experience. They can take that billing for you, take away that pain. Don't worry with that. Go and grow your business. We'll look after the billing side, make sure that you are charging out what you should be, help you, advise you, guide you through that. And like I said, use us as an extra arm of your business and don't worry about it. Other things that we can do is consolidate your billing. Too often we either see multiple billing going out on different platforms, or even worse, being built out spreadsheets or unsuitable software. Now, again, come and talk to us about that. I mean, we are sort of the migration experts in the industry. We do 9 to 10 base moves every single month. I mean, we are going through a lot of them. We have not seen anything we cannot do. So come and talk to us about it. We will consolidate it onto one billing platform. You'll get all the benefits of that, which is you'll know your data is secure, because we take data security to the extreme, and we will protect your data. That's the core part of our operation. But also, we'll be making sure that your whole process is best practice. So we are getting it right from the start to the finish, making sure there's no loss in costs or cash, and make sure it's a seamless process completely. The other thing is our optimized service. Now, this is a new service that we're offering out, which is a monthly recurring service, where we go into your billing system, we cleanse the data in there. We also look at your processes, make sure they're best practice. We look at your profit and loss reports, profitability, make sure if there's any loss makers that they're dealt with and advise you on that. But we also include regular price increases. So you can pay us a recurring fee and we'll take care of all of that. So you know at any point in time, your billing is in the best order it can possibly be. And also strategically, we are growing with you.
Fantastic. And you mentioned there something I'd love to pick up on about one system, and that dovetails beautifully into my next question, which is many resellers are using multiple systems to generate invoices. What are the advantages and then in turn the disadvantages of just using that one system?
Well, yeah, like I said, Greg, I mean, we've seen people that don't even use the system to bill. I mean, first and foremost, you need to be using a billing software solution to bill out. Otherwise, one, you're putting too much time and effort into your bill run. Two, there's going to be human error. Use software where it's applicable, and in this case, it's critical. Getting the benefits of being on one platform is you know that all your data is in one place. You know that your processes are all aligned. It's a much better user experience for the customer. One bill coming out of one system, so yeah, the end user will benefit as well. But also when you're coming to look at an exit or a growth strategy or a piece of M&A, having it on one billing provider, a recognised billing provider in the industry like ourselves, gives you that credibility and also the trust that you know what you're doing. You are looking after that data of your partners, and we are looking after it for you. And you can have trust and confidence in that.
Well, looking at the market a little as a wider view again, many resellers are currently hesitant to increase their prices despite massive inflation. Firstly, do you think that caution is warranted? And secondly, what advice would you offer to those resellers who are going ahead with those price increases?
Very topical at the moment, Greg, obviously with the 2-year high in inflation, far away from the 2% we were used to for the decade before that. Now, what that means is the partners in the channel are feeling the squeeze from all angles now. And that's not good. The channel is a core part of the UK economy. It provides SMBs with key skills and products and services that they require in order to grow themselves. So what we need to do is protect the partners in the channel. We also need to be ready for innovation with all the technology changes that are upcoming. So what every partner, I would say, what you need to do is have a clear vision on what your pricing strategy is. Come and speak to us. We can assist on that. We've helped many partners over the past year and before that implement pricing strategies. It is painful, can be tough, but we can take that pain away. Utilize our internal expertise. We can take the effort and the man hours away from you. let you focus on your core business, and we can implement a customized pricing strategy that will enable you to grow going forward and achieve your ambitions. But also bigger than that, it protects the channel and enables the channel to adapt and innovate in the future.
So another massive industry trend at the moment is the wave of M&A activity. So what do you think is driving that? And secondly, do you think now is a good time to be selling?
Yes, well, there is certainly a lot of M&A going on in the channel at the moment, and there is a lot of private equity interest. Now, it's obvious when you look at the greater picture, technology is driving everything forward. So, of course, investors want to get involved in it, and this channel is just prime for that. So there is a lot going on, a lot of consolidation that we're seeing with partners buying other partners. There's a lot of new partners coming in and looking to grow and probably have an exit plan themselves as well. So what I would say, it's very individual, depends on the owners of the resellers and what they want to achieve. But if you are looking for an exit plan, now what you need to get in order is, one, is your data. Mm-hmm. Two, is your billing, making sure that you aren't leaving any value on the table. So making sure that what you are being charged for, you are charging out. Make sure you are charging out correctly. I mentioned data because people are looking at the quality of the data when they're looking at these acquisitions. We assist both buyers and sellers in the process. So we have a lot of partners that are acquisitive, but we also have a lot of partners that are looking for that exit plan. And we've been involved in both scenarios over the past few years. And we're seeing more and more of that come through now. Now, where we can assist buyers is we can help them consolidate it onto one billing platform and migrate their bases across so that they really achieve the value of the M&A or any deals they're doing sooner and efficiently, and make sure they are getting the true value. And for sellers, we can work with them to work towards an exit plan, which is making sure that their data is secure, their processes are right, that their value is what the value should be. So if you think about every pound of revenue that they're not recognising will be a pound or more at a multiple of the value. So it's crazy when you think about it. We can help people make sure they are reconciling, making sure they have got their processes in place, that they are capturing all that value so that when they come to sell, they achieve the right value for all the time and effort that they put into the business.
Absolutely, I think that's really sage advice.